Panoorin ninyo itong statement ni kumpare kong Bastido Tete na poging-pogi. Diyan sa Dahig, patungkol sa anong klase ng leader yung hahanapan natin sa bayang Pilipinas. Pasok.
Usapan niyo po yung gera?
Hindi naman. Wala naman masyado. Minention ko lang kung kung nakita niya pa sa balita.
May access dito sa balita?
I do not know. Hindi ko alam kung meron.
O yung gamit natin doon.
Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung pinag-uusapan sa loob or hindi.
What did he say na yun?
About what?
Yung tinanong ko kung nabalitaan.
Wala naman siya comment. Sabi niya, magulo yan.
Hindi niyo po napag-usapan yung I believe hindi rin niyo gusto i-monitor yung hearings ng past week.
Yeah.
So hindi na siya pinag-usapan.
It's not allowed inside the detention unit. We're not supposed to talk about the case. Yeah.
But how is it? How is it? Kasi po yung huling, yung closing statement ni Mr. Kaufman revolved around yung visit niya, how the president seems parang prepared to meet his parang what will happen now.
I do not know. We do not talk about these things when we're inside the detention unit. We just talk about, like, everyday life and personal things.
The candidacy of your sister, VP Sara, was that
No, I did not mention.
Hindi rin politika.
Hindi namin pinag-usapan. I forgot to mention it.
Sino pong mga kinamusta niya sa pamilya?
Mga apo.
Oo, yung pinaka-namimiss niya.
What about the performance of your
Clear.
vice mayor?
Okay, ma'am. Clear. Oh, wait.
Oh, hindi na.
Teka lang po. Sorry.
Sir, what about the performance of your vice mayor? Apo din niya. Was that
No, just ask about Davao in general. How is it? Sabi ko, wala, it's okay. Relatively, could be better than anywhere else in the Philippines. So, yun.
Sir, what about the Marcos administration? Yung feud with your family, was that also?
No, kasi wala eh. Wala na kaming pinag-usapang ganun. All we talked about was the midterm elections and the results of the midterm elections. So that says it all. Parang nandun na yung lahat ng kailangan mong malaman about the Marcos administration because they did not win in Davao and they put so much money invested so much in Davao City. So that says a lot already.
He's not yet looking at the 2028.
Wala kaming pinag-usapan na ganun ngayon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe some other day. But wala, I'm just happy to see him again.
And what was your impression kung ngayon pa?
Of course, lahat naman siguro pag ikaw nilagay sa detention unit, you'll get depressed. You don't want to eat the food because wala kang gana.
Hindi pa rin siya
I think that's natural for everyone, huh?
Hindi pa rin siya naka-adjust sa food here.
It's not the food, it's the situation that he's in.
Sir, what about birthday plans? 81st birthday malapit na. Napag-usapan?
No,
Kayo po, wala po kayong pinaplano for him? Perhaps the whole family gathering here for the 81st?
wala. We don't even celebrate our own birthdays.
Left, sir. Left.
No,
Not anymore.
no, because it's just in the family.
It's just a practice.
Yeah.
Ganun lang, sir. Hindi siya parang nakagisnan.
Hindi ko alam eh. Parang Wala, I really don't know. We just don't see the need for it. Ako,
Mayor, were you able to talk about the decision of your sister?
wala.
Okay.
Wala.
Paano ang sir? Parang arrangement with the family? Paano kung yung rotation din?
Depende. Ako, less likely na makakasama sa rotation. Kasi let's say mayor ako ng Davao. Mahirap na matagal ako mawala. Pero, syempre, gusto ko rin makita yung tatay ko.
Mayor, I understand
Kaya
that
sumisingit.
Mayor, I understand na sabi ni Tito, hindi na kayo nanood nung confirmation of charges hearing. But how optimistic are you na the charges will not be confirmed against your father?
Optimistic. I do not think
Okay, ma'am.
I do not see the ICC as I do not know. I cannot be optimistic about the situation since this is a foreign institution and I do not know. It has its own issues. Even the United States sanctioned the ICC, right? They have issues with the United States. So it's hindi ko alam talaga. I do not trust this thing that you call the ICC. Because most of the people that are in there are from developing countries. Wala kang makikita dyan na you know, from the EU or whatever, or Western countries. You know, you don't find people there from a West-leaning nations. So they just use this institution to intervene in the domestic affairs of a country. And I do not know how, but that's my theory. Well, let's just leave it at that. But that's my observation. So, ano, pakialam talaga kung anong magiging result nito. All I care about is my gratitude to people who are supporting my father, those who believe in him, and especially the things that he did for the Philippines during his administration. So yung mga naniniwala sa kanya, mas may pakialam ako doon. As far as kung ano mangyayari dito sa ICC na yan, I do not trust that institution. Well, there should have been a proper way of putting him inside the detention unit, and he was supposed to go to the local courts, but none of that was followed. The protocol was not followed. Okay? So, why is he there? So that's the main question. Yun pa lang, kailangan pinag-uusapan na natin. If that institution is truly, you know, for lack of a better term, kung maayos talaga, then they should send him back and follow the usual process. Diba? Kung talagang honorable tong institution na to. Because they know for a fact that this person inside, who seems to be my father, who is my father, kinuha, nilagay sa isang eroplano without going to the local courts, and was sent here in the Netherlands into the detention unit.
Yes, correct.
So, anong asahan ko?
Yes.
So, how can I be optimistic in an institution that cannot follow its own rules?
Yes.
Mayor, just to be clear, no member of the family watched the proceedings. Is this intentional?
No, hindi ko naman alam kung nanood sila or hindi. Nalaman ko na nga lang sa inyo na ano na hindi sila nanood.
Okay. So, hindi naman siya sadya. Talagang hindi lang, on your part, hindi
No,
lang
because you know, if you really want an answer from me, it's just the narrative of the left against our narrative.
Yes.
That's it. Sino ba yung mga nandyan? Mga NPA naman yung mga nandyan. Kasi sila yung tinamaan during the time of his administration. And they went around Europe and, you know, playing the victim card. That's it. That's basically it. Oh, that's my narrative. So, it's my word against yours and yours against mine.
And then also, sa proceedings, si Mr. Kaufman, essentially 2 points. One is that it's politically motivated. And second, that there's not enough evidence. Doon sa politically motivated, may mga Marines na lumabas. Tapos he wants to look into the participation of former Senator Trillanes. What do you
That's why everything is speculative in this situation. That's why I don't want to listen anymore, because it started, you know, with romanticizing what could just have been let's say a result of the policies that was enforced during the time of his administration. Eh ngayon, I really don't know. It's a complex situation. You have the ICC involved, and you have these people from the Philippines or left-leaning, and you know how these are socialist states, you know, the European Union. So there's so much ambiguity around everything. everything that's happening right now.
Do you think your family should prepare for any eventuality given
We're always prepared. We're always prepared. Even my father is prepared. Wala kami dito para iiyak lang. You know? It's politics. Most of it is politics.
kayo po humihingi ba ng advice sa kanya sa pamumuno sa Davao?
Wala naman.
Hindi siya
No, I just ask him kung may gusto ba siya, you know, if I need to do anything. Kasi maayos naman yung lugar na yan. From his time, it has been improving until sa akin ngayon. So, I do not know. I'm not supposed to be the one that's saying this because, you know, like, we just won the election just recently, and the best, I think you should ask the people how they feel about the governance in Davao City. I'm not the best person to answer the question.
Wala po
If you want empirical, you know, data, ask the people. Do not ask the politicians because the politicians will always promote themselves.
Pero kayo po walang balak to run for a higher office?
Why would I? Hindi. Tanginang yan.
28.
Because there was a survey.
Fucking tired and sick of it all. Wala. Okay na yung Davao kung may mahalal tayo na maayos na presidente na talagang, you know, like that will take care of the money of the people. Tapos, you know, it's well allocated, and the national government is somehow decentralized enough that, you know, like the provinces will benefit from it. Then why not? You know, I can always work under an administration if ever nandyan pa ako ng panahon na yan, as long as the head of state is of sound mind, not this guy here in Malacanang right now.
Do you have a message for your supporters?
My supporters, I think my father's supporters, of course. Unang-una sa lahat, maraming salamat. Pangalawa, alam ko, because you really believe in my father, nasasaktan din kayo, but kailangan yung tumiis lang kasi nasa sitwasyon tayo ngayon na di natin na naiwasan or di natin pinili. So, kung ano man yung mga nakita nyong, or if you have learned anything, or may gusto kayong nakita na gusto nyo ipatuloy, then you can manifest this through votes. Kung may nakita kayo, kasi wala na, because nobody can run for the presidency again. So if we choose another leader for the Philippines, then piliin nyo yung tao na kung saan nyo nakikita yung nakita nyo sa tatay ko.
Napakaganda no. Oh, simple lang ha, simple lang. Oh. Mahal niyo si Pangulong Duterte. Oh, tinitingala niyo siya. Oh, sabi niyo hindi niyo siya iiwan. Pag minahal niyo si Pangulong Duterte, parang sinasabi niyo na rin na minamahal niyo ang bayang Pilipinas. Now, malapit na eleksyon, 2028. Oh, fast forward. Oh, paano kayo pipili ng leader? Oh, kung ano yung nakita niyo kay Pangulong Duterte, kung ano yung minahal niyo sa kanya at nagustuhan niyo sa kanya, yun yung hanapin niyo. Hindi lang sa 2028, pati sa mga susunod na mga eleksyon. Kay barangay election yan, kay local election yan. Kailangan ang standards ng pagpili natin ng leader, parang Duterte. Okay. At sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung may impeach si VP Sara Duterte, sigurado, ang presidente, Duterte pa rin. So, kayo masyado mag-alala. Kasi palagay ko sa pagkakataong ito, mananalo na tayo. Sa pagkakataong ito, ibibigay na ng Diyos kung ano yung para sa atin. At siguro naman sa pagkakataong ito, napakarami na natin natutunan sa mga nangyari nitong mga nakaraang taon. Magkaroon na tayo ng Pangulong Duterte, pinabayaan natin, nagkandalechi-lechi ulit, napakatanga na talaga natin. Napakahirap na talaga natin mahalin. Kung pagdating ng 2028, maghahalal pa rin tayo ng mga sikat, may pangalan, artista, anak ni ganito, anak ni ganyan. Tigil na natin yan. Pogi, namatay ng asawa. Ang piliin na natin, yung, wag na natin isipin, wag na natin masyado, statesman ba to? Decente ba to? Ganito ba to? Ang tanong, aayusin ba nito bayang Pilipinas? Gagawin ba nito yung mga imposible. Magiging iba ba siya doon sa mga matitino tingnan, malilinis tignan, pero mga magnanakaw naman, ano yung pipiliin natin? Doon ba tayo sa unconventional na aayusin ang bayan o doon tayo sa tradisyonal na paulit-ulit lang na ginagawa, ninanakawan ng bayan Pilipinas? Bahala na kayo. Nasa sa inyo na ang desisyon. So, VP Sara, ano man ang mangyari kay VP Sara, itong politika, pagpapabagsak kay VP Sara, umabot man ito sa punto na hindi na siya pwedeng magsilbi sa bayan Pilipinas, kung sino yung itataas at ipopromote, ikakampanya ni VP Sara, sigurado ko, panalo yan. Itong kapatid niya na ito, I'm telling you, this is a different breed of a Duterte. Hindi ito katulad ni Pangulong Duterte o ni Inday Sara. Si Basti Duterte ay Inday Sara at PRRD na pinag-isa. Mas yari kayo dyan. Maraming salamat mga bossing. Kita-kita po tayo ulit sa susunod na vlog. Mag-like, mag-subscribe, mag-share sa lahat ng mga vlogs natin. Boss Dada TV, Boss Dada 2.0 at sa ating Facebook page. Mag-follow po kayo sa Ibalik ang Tapang at Malasakit. Mapapanood po ninyo live alas 5 ng umaga bukas yung ating napakalupit na panayam kay VP Sara Duterte. Mabuhay Bayang Pilipinas.
Kami ang boses ng masa, hindi natatakot. Katotohanan lang, di kami nalulunod. Walang bahid ng sismis, lahat ay totoo. Kahit sino ka pa, pag mali ka babanatan ka. Walang pinipili kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pagdama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Di matitinag, di matatakot, para sa bayan tuloy ang sigaw. Sa harap ng kamera, walang halong takot. Mga baluktot, lahat kayo'y tutumba. Ang hustisya at totoo, yun lang ang mahalaga. Kahit sinong harang, di kami matitinag. Walang pinipiling kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Di matitinag, di matatakot, para sa bayan tuloy ang sigaw. Kung nasa tama ka, ikaw ay aming kasama. Pero pag mali ka, handa ka na bang mabasag? Banateros kami, walang inuunan. Dahil bayan muna, bago ang sarili. Bago ang sarili. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Banateros ang sigaw, katotohanan ang laban. Sa harap